if you have a business that's generating revenue, but you have bad credit, okay, and you're trying to get funding, I'm going to show you a nonprofit that may be able to help. Now, this nonprofit is actually an opportunity fund, all right? And so they offer business loans and working capital to business owners that can't get like traditional lending. So like you may be making money, but you can't go to a credit union, you can't go to a bank because you have bad credit, okay? Or your debt to income ratio is too high, right? So this institution will actually help you. Now, here's the thing about it. As you can see here, they also offer a $10,000 grant also. So you guys that are interested in that, you can also apply for that grant also. So there you go. You can also, and here's the requirements for that grant. Eligible existing small business for the grant, LegalZoom products or service valued at $500. So I guess you have to have a product or have your service done with LegalZoom, but in order to qualify. But at the same time, this is a grant up to $10,000. All right. So that's an option for you. Going back to their qualification for their working capital. All right. So in terms of their working capital, as you can see here, it's from $5,000 up to $250,000. All right. Now, that being said, all you need to qualify with them is at least a 570 credit score. Okay. Now, they also want you to be in business for at least 1 year, 12 months. All right. And the revenue they expect you to make for is at least $50,000. So that's like what, 40 a month. So you don't have to make a whole lot of money in order to qualify for their working capital. And like I said, because they work with the general public, mostly minority-owned businesses, it's much easier to get qualified for a loan through them. Like I said, for many people struggling trying to get a $5,000 loan, when you have bad credit and you know the credit union can't help you, this is definitely one of those places. Now, I have some other places that don't look at the personal credit that you can go to as well. And so we're going to talk about one of those places in a minute. But in terms of, here's the states that they actually operate in. Okay, apply online or by phone. And so you have all of these states here, right? And so the states they do not offer is Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Tennessee, and Vermont. So they don't offer loans in those states, excuse me. All right. So then, of course, California always has its own restrictions, but nonetheless, you definitely are able to apply if you are operating a business in one of these states, all right? Now, here's something else that I like that they offer that most people don't, and that would be equipment financing as well. So say that you're trying to say that you're in the trucking industry, right? And you need a truck, right? So they offer loans for equipment, and all you have to have here is at least a 600 credit score. How about that? So if people are looking around, no, the banks ain't gonna give you equipment loans. Well, a lot of lenders that offer equipment loans, the interest rates is very high, okay? And then they may have a very stringent criteria as well. But with this institution, again, because they work with a lot of minorities and stuff like that, they really want to help people. So they offer for food trucks, double duty trucks. Here's the thing about it, like even if you are doing like maybe like trying to start out with a fleet of trucks or something like that, maybe that's something that they can help with as well. But as you can see here, they really offer equipment. And not only that, you have a single truck operators. So for those of you that are in the medical carrying business, those type of things, you're able to get a loan from these people. Like I said, at least a 600 credit score or more, right? Now, if you can't qualify for just a quick loan, and if that's what you're looking for, then there's another institution that you want to take a look at. This other institution you want to take a look at is Fundale. All right. Now, unfortunately, with Fundale, they only offer merchant cash advances. However, it's up to $10,000, right? And your criteria for that $10,000 to be able to let them connect to Plaid for your bank account to see your deposits. So also minimum revenue that you have to come in a month is $1,500, and you have to be operating for at least 90 days, 3 months, okay? And to answer your question, it has nothing to do with your credit. And like I say, as long as you're not in a bankruptcy. All right. Now, let me tell you something about these type of companies. With these merchant cash advance companies, they're not looking at your major credit bureaus like Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. They're going to look at your third-party credit bureaus like LexisNexis. They're going to look at your Clarity, DataX, Factor Trust, and those three are owned by the major credit bureaus, okay? So that's how they will get their data to find out if you're in a bankruptcy, okay? But like they said, as long as you're not in a bankruptcy, they can work with you. Now, there's only 2 states that they will not offer this to, and that's California as well as New York, all right? But other than that, long as you are, and you can be a freelancer, small business owner, contractor, a seller, and franchise, okay? So if you're Uber, Lyft, ride sharing, TaskRabbit, they can actually offer you a loan, all right? Now, even like I said, you can be a carrier, medical carrier, delivery driver, so they're able to help you get some funding. Just keep in mind with these merchant cash advance type of lenders, the interest rate is going to be much higher. All right. Here's another lender I wanted to bring to your attention. This is Lendesa. They do freelance cash advances as well, okay? And they loan up to $20,000 and up to 18 months. You get the money less than 24 hours, all right? And this is for 1099 workers, self-employed. So all of those workers I just told you about, they offer that. And as a matter of fact, they start at about $5,000, okay? So that's the thing about it. So if you're trying to look for a merchant cash advance, they do not offer like the business line of credit. The thing about it is criteria's revenue 25 annually, okay? So you don't have to be making a whole lot of money. So what is that? A little over $1,000 a month, 550 credit score, and to be in business for at least 3 months, right? So now you know that you have multiple options. There's one other I want to share with you. All right. And so that's Capital One. If you have at least a 580 credit score, then they will you possibly still can get a business credit card from them as well. Now, it's the Spark Classic card. Now, please keep in mind, this Spark Classic card reports both on the business side as well as the personal side, right? But it is a business credit card. And the good part about it with their business credit cards, you're looking to report to the business credit bureaus like Experian, Equifax, Small Business Financial Exchange, and that information is picked up with Dun & Bradstreet. All right. Now, if you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, if you want to get access to our new personal credit ebook, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.